Hello. You are infinitely precious and unconditionally loved for the gift you already are. And I hope you know that. But it is a truth that I like to speak to remind you of, of that reality. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about what to do with the days we experience as not so good. Sometimes when I look at some of my videos and conversations I have, sometimes my propensity for optimism seems to imply that even the most challenging days are good days, and yay, just be glad that you have that day. And I want to say that not so good days, even if you want to call them bad days as you experience them, are real. One of my favorite books to read to the kids when they were little was the not so, let me see, A Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. And they happen even in Australia. And I think about that story, and I think about the fact that for many of us, the way we experience life comes at us, and perhaps the 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 way we imagined our day would be is not the way it's turning out. And the plans we had, it's one of the dangers of planning, but the plans and expectations we placed on the day have created a not so good day because the plans and expectations have not been met and have not gone that way. And all sorts of unexpected realities keep arising in the midst of that. And that can be experienced as a not so good day. And when you experience those not so good days, I have some thoughts that I want to encourage you to be mindful of. One is don't run away from the not so good day. When you're experiencing a not so good day, don't pretend like it's a good day. Don't put on your happy face and pretend, oh, it's all so delightful. I'm so glad I'm having a not so good day. Because that's just not true. It's not. So rather than pretend that it's not a bad day for you, the way you're experiencing it now, perhaps the thing to do is to admit that this is just not my kind of day. This is not a good day for me. And these are the things that I had hoped for that did not occur today. Things I attached my expectations to that didn't work out. And admitting that and sort of listing to yourself some of the things that didn't go the way you expected to and being honest about them. Being honest with yourself about how you're feeling, that's an okay place to be. That's a healthy place to be, to admit that you're having a not so good day. So don't pretend. Don't pretend that it's perfectly fine to have a not so good day. Try to stay with it long enough to figure out what's going on, where it might be coming from, because sometimes you just feel out of sorts. What is it that's making you feel out of sorts? And sometimes just naming what it is that's making you feel out of sorts can help you get a handle on, not magically make the day better, mind you, but can help you get a handle on what is making your day seem, feel, be experienced as a not so good day. Now, over the long run, if it starts to appear to you that every day is a not so good day, if every moment that someone sees you is the worst moment of your life, if you imagine that to be true, then I want to encourage you there's no shame in seeking out some help. Reach out to a friend or a pastor or a counselor and try to get to the bottom of that because If you're experiencing all of this life as not so good, um, perhaps perhaps talking to someone about it can help you get a handle on ways that you might be able to head that off, or deal with, find healthy coping mechanisms for the not so goodness of the days you experience. The truth is, we're all going to experience those days. It's a it's a fact of life. It's part of being alive. Um, all I'm suggesting is, if it's going to be a reality in your life, perhaps not running away from it, but experiencing it. And if you're experiencing it right now and you're hearing this, this probably sounds like so much crap. But if you're not experiencing it now, you perhaps you can resolve or make your intention to be, the next time you're experiencing a not so good day, not that you want to create one, but the next time you experience that you might approach it differently, that you might reach out to a friend, that you might try a different routine, that you might lower your expectations for that day, and maybe that'll make it just a little bit easier. Maybe you'll ask for some help. But know that not so good days are real. They happen, and you experience them. I experience them. And don't avoid them. Try not to avoid them. I try not to avoid them. I try to be with them. I try to learn from them. I try to grow through them. But in the midst of them, I just try to be present to them, without pretending they're not there. And it's not weakness to ask for help. In fact, it might be strength to ask for help when you need it. So remember, you are infinitely precious and unconditionally loved for the gift you already are. And hang in there. And I look forward to being with you again sometime soon. Thanks for joining me today.